What's good, guys? Welcome back, channel. And guys, today we got a tasty preview. Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League. Man, Barcelona, big games coming up. And hey, Barcelona, Hansi Flick, these guys got to show up because the games are going to get tougher. Borussia Dortmund, we got Leganes, then we got Atleti in a few weeks time. But guys, today we're going to be previewing this game. It's going to be Wednesday my time at least, and Barcelona, big game in the Champions League. Will our boys turn up? We've been in the slump, Barcelona. But guys, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Road to 600 subs. And hey guys, I'm trying to hit 600 subs before 2025. And guys, let's get into this preview. And guys, the first person I want to talk about is Hansi Flick, because I gave him his praise when Barcelona were balling. You know, the first 2-3 months of the season, Hansi Flick, he's the manager of the year. You know, first 3 months, manager of the season. But Barcelona, that high line is so suspect right now. Everybody said that before the Clasico. Everybody was saying Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, they're going to punish Barcelona. Well, actually, they did good against those teams. And back then, the high line was perfect. The pressing was really good. We were making teams mess up. It was kind of suffocating. In Barcelona, recent weeks, ever since the Sociedad game, the pressing hasn't been as good, and teams have more time to get in behind and pick the perfect pass. And that's the reason why. So I feel like that Hansi Flick on that training pitch, Hansi Flick's got to get these players dialed in, doing the right things. And if that means dropping a player and maybe playing like a person like Gavi, because I know Gavi's going to give it his all, and that's what he does. But Hansi Flick, I feel like that defensively first, he needs to fix it up, because offensively, we're still scoring goals, but I think we still have more potential, you know? And also, Hansi Flick, if we're up 1-2 goals and it's the 80th minute, please switch it up, because sometimes I feel like Hansi Flick, he's too reluctant on the high line, and I don't think that's the right thing for Barcelona. You know, we want Barca to win, and I think that sometimes, especially, I'm not an advocate for Xavi, but I think that Xavi was probably the GOAT of Barcelona managers when it comes to 1-0 up. I'm going to get the job done, because prime Xavi ball, when we won the league, we could win by 4, but a lot of times we could suffer 2, win by 1-0. We had the record for 1-0 victories. But guys, obviously it's not all on Hansi Flick. I think that a lot of the players, they're just not playing as well as they were in the first third of the season. Even if they're playing just great, some of the guys playing absolutely great like Koundé and Kubarsi, their level has dropped a bit, and we just got to be real with it. You know, Inigo too. All these guys, I hope they regain their form. But guys, let's look at Borussia Dortmund, because honestly, Borussia Dortmund, they do got a lot of injuries. Julian Brandt is a big one. I feel like that he's one of their best players, if not the best. Karim Adeyemi, one of the most dangerous players, the wingers in that position. He doesn't really get the stats, but he is a nuisance to play against. And Adeyemi, it's going to be good that he's not here probably. I'm not hating on him, but of course, man, he would be a threat against Barcelona's high line. I can't lie. Sule, Anton, and you know, we have our injuries too. Christensen should be coming back soon. Fati, I don't know when he's coming back. Mark Burnout or Stegen. Araujo should be coming back soon, but I'm going to talk about that later in the video. But hey guys, Borussia Dortmund, they haven't been the greatest team. Let's keep it real. Borussia Dortmund, we're playing a little bit struggling. Borussia Dortmund, they're finding their feet. They're 6th in the Bundesliga, and hey, we got to take advantage of this. We still going to respect them, of course. You know, they went to the UCL final. We haven't been to the UCL final in a minute. Let's keep it real. But hey, it's going to be a tough game, because Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, just like us, it's a different story. They're doing really well. They got 12 points out of 15, just like us, but we got a better goal difference. I don't know, honestly, how this game's going to go. I think it's a weird game to predict. If I was to make my prediction, I'm just going to say 3-1 Barca, maybe 3-2. But honestly, this game could go either way. It's at the Signal Iduna Park, and man, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. Hey, but guys, if I was Hansi Flick, this would be my lineup against Borussia Dortmund. I would play Fermin Lopez. I think Fermin deserves a chance. I know he hasn't been the greatest this season, but Dani Olmo, I feel like that he's been good this season, but he's obviously dealing a lot of times with discomfort. And I think in the last game, he wasn't the best. So I would give Fermin the chance, especially in the UCL. You're going to play teams with more space. They give you more space typically. And I think Borussia Dortmund, they're at home. They're going to play to win. I think Fermin Lopez starting start him. Let's see what happens. I think he's going to score a goal. If he starts, I think he really can. And hey, man, you got Lamine Yamal feeding him. You got Pedri Casado feeding him. You know, Rafinha. But guys, I feel like that this lineup, standard lineup, only Fermin for Olmo. That's what I would do if I was Hansi Flick. But guys, this is a very big game for us because we got Borussia Dortmund, then we got Leganes at home, we got Atleti at home, and then we got a little break, you know, a little December break. And man, I feel like that Barcelona, we can't drop any more points. We've dropped enough points, and I feel like that we got to end these last 3 games. It has to be 3 dubs. Let's keep it real, guys. But but guys, honestly, I feel like that Borussia Dortmund, it's at home for them. Man, I think it's going to be a tough game. I think the boys have to be clinical. I think Rafinha, Fermin, if he was to start, I think they're going to be the goal scorers. Lamine Yamal, maybe. Lewandowski. I'm going to go with Lewandowski, Fermin, and Rafinha to score. Maybe Lamine gets an assist. But, that's what I would do. And, guys, let's quickly talk about the Araujo news and the Jonathan Tah news. Because, Jonathan Tah, apparently he's been linked to Barcelona. Apparently we're the front runners, and hopefully we get him, honestly, because I'm going to do a couple lives, especially in the next week or two, about Jonathan Tah and other transfer targets, and I feel like that Jonathan Tah, he would fit. He plays at Leverkusen, and Leverkusen, they're a team that obviously operates with a high line, and guys, Ronald Araujo coming back is huge for us. Like, let's not joke about it anymore. Like, I know there's a lot of fans that didn't like Ronald Araujo for what he did, but Ronald Araujo, I don't care what he did against PSG. Look at his whole career at Barcelona. He's been our best defender ever since he's made his debut. Let's keep it real. I think he's going to help. Hansi Flick apparently took the job only because Ronald Araujo, Frankie de Jong, it was Pedri, Gavi. I think they're the 4 pillars. But anyway, Ronald Araujo is going to help the back line. And if we can get to January and we're afloat with our head afloat water, I think Jan Laporta, you got to spend a little bit of money. Maybe if it's just 2 loanees, beef up the squad because I think that we clearly need it. I'm not trying to see a drop off after January. But guys, honestly, if I'm going to give my prediction, I think I'm going to go with 3-2 Barcelona. I think we're going to concede. Maybe they get a penalty. You know, they're at home. And I'm going to say 3-2 Barcelona. But guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.